Oh, well. Oh.
Is that why you called us in here?
He probably had it coming.
Keyword probably.
You know.
That orc had a family, Brad.
Did he?
Do orcs have families?
No, I don't think so.
That would humanize them a little bit. Oh.
Well.
Did a rat just appear and disappear under you?
Maybe.
What?
Did you guys remember Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah.
They made another one.
Okay.
It's called Shadow of War. This is it.
You can explode
It's pretty
rats.
good. It's quite entertaining.
Flog Goodfink
Yeah.
is a stupid name.
Yeah, this thing is full of good, stupid names with great, stupid dialogue to match. Yeah, this is a sequel to Shadow of Mordor. It's basically expanded in every conceivable way.
Okay.
Remember the Nemesis system?
I do.
Yes.
They have added a lot. I don't want to just sit here and go through menus.
But every time I've seen this game, that's all it's been.
Yeah.
It's been like, here's a trillion menus
Yeah.
with every facet of this expanded Nemesis system and loot and all. Like it's been daunting and too much.
Yeah, for the first few hours, I maybe found it a little intimidating at times, but like it's fine. It's totally fine. Like I have fully grasped all of this stuff. It's kind of a lot to take in at a time, but there's loot now.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot.
I have this rare sword.
Okay.
I have an epic stealth dagger. I got legendary cloak. Anybody?
All right.
I heard that you have to buy legendary stuff.
How'd you get that cloak?
It dropped.
Okay.
I haven't spent any real or fake currency on this game yet, but we'll get there. What else? There's a gigantic skill tree. Maybe we'll dig into this a little bit more later. You level up now. There's XP. Like it's RPG-ish. You know, it's not a full-on RPG, but it's definitely got that kind of thing going on.
Was that just an ad for a real money loot box in your pause menu?
Yes.
Fuck that.
That's what that is.
There's also one for like, hey, if you sign up for our, what is it? If you sign up for the newsletter, you get permanent. Yeah, there you go.
3%
3% XP boost.
If you give them your email address. Hot tip: you can uncheck the "send me updates about other Warner Brothers products" checkbox.
Okay.
You could probably also give them an email you don't check a lot.
Still, I think I might be wrong. I think they might want the email associated with your account. Your WB
That might
account.
be an email that I don't check a lot. That's
Yeah,
fine.
so I think I've already created one of those for like a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah,
or,
I think
or the first one of these. Like
I think WB Play is the same thing they've been using for a while.
Yeah, I assume so.
It's the same email I've been using for that stuff since like Gotham City Imposters and stuff like that.
Oh, right.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have not really found the loot box stuff to be a thing.
Okay.
Like, I've barely even engaged with that system. But we'll get to that stuff. Hey, remember this? This is the good part of the game.
There's that Flog Goodfink.
Yeah, that's
I've
him.
heard so much about.
That's him. Should maybe go check in on him. I've dominated him. He's my dude. He is my guy. So we're coming into this zone at kind of a weird time because I have spent hours taking over orcs and sending them out on hits and leveling them up and infiltrating stuff. So we're close to the point where we can just go assault this fortress, which is what we're going to do here pretty soon.
Who's the big guy?
Which one? This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a troll. They added trolls now to the Nemesis stuff.
He's got a sick beard and he's sickly.
Yeah, let's just roam around a little bit first, though, just in the interest of not just doing menu stuff for this entire quick look.
So what's up with our half-ghost friend?
Oh, I don't know. Lord of the Rings stuff is happening.
He's still on a vengeance tear?
Yeah. So he and his Wraith friend forge a new ring of power at the beginning of this game.
Is that
and then immediately lose it.
All right, Brad, I'm just going to be like the audience surrogate here. Assume I don't know a damn thing about Lord of the Rings.
What's up with this guy?
Does that matter? A ring of power, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Cut free.
Oh, weird. I've never seen this before.
There was what, like 15 rings? 9 for the elves.
19? 20?
Sky.
What is that about? I've never seen this before.
All right, bye. He's like, I gotta go.
I gotta jump on these logs.
I'm the Wood King.
Wait, is he about to start messing stuff up?
Hey, come fight me on these logs.
Okay. I run the logs.
This guy's got a
I'm the log man.
Flog Goodfink, I'm Log Good King thing.
You're nice.
Good stuff. The story stuff is my least favorite part of this game by a mile. I don't think it's been especially great so far.
Tell me about the spider.
Remember the giant spider
Yeah.
from Return of the King?
Yeah.
She's a sexy lady in this game.
Okay.
Now I'm interested.
Does she have 2 legs?
Because you have to put a sexy lady in your video game, right?
If she
I-
got-
Call me Log Good Kink. Tell me
you
more
go.
about this lady.
You got that right. Yeah, they turned.
you can go to my website, bloggoodkink.tumblr.com.
I don't
more.
know. Like, there've been a few little touches to the story here and there that I thought were kind of cool, but I'm not going to pick that up because there's a bunch of dialogue that goes with it.
How come none of these
But-
guys care that you're running through them?
Because the orcs are dumb.
Okay.
Orcs are really not especially bright. Like, you know, they'll trigger and come after you, but like you can break stealth with the greatest of ease. It's really not a problem.
Oh,
But yeah, like at this point, I feel like these games would be better if it was just like some generic D&D style fantasy thing, and not trying to shoehorn itself into.
Now, is that because you know just enough about Lord of the Rings to know what they're doing and not doing?
It's
Because part of like I enjoyed the first game quite a bit,
Yeah.
even though like I have what I guess has developed into a somewhat active dislike of Lord of the Rings.
I mean,
stuff.
a lot of it just comes off as like just kind of poor fan service to me. It's
Okay.
like Gollum has already shown up in this game again.
yeah.
You know?
No, okay.
There was a
yeah.
thing there that says walk into Mordor.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff like that. And I just let's not go too far down this road. But I find like the typical over-the-top video game power fantasy to be not especially compatible with like the themes of those books.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Like, this game is more a superhero game than a Lord of the Rings game.
Sure.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because like, look at the powers that I have, and like some of the shit that the other characters are doing in cutscenes is just like complete over-the-top anime bullshit, which is fine for a video game.
but when you think about like World War analogies,
Yeah, and like you know, like people who are very small and relatively powerless can also make a difference and stuff like that. You know, like
yeah,
Oh, sure. Like the themes of the original
yes,
stuff. Yeah.
like even like the heroes of the Lord of the Rings films were human, or like were
Right.
human-like.
Sure. And then
They had weaknesses.
And then in this game starts in the first 5 minutes with like, hey, I got my own ring. Let's fuck shit up. You know. But whatever. It's like it's super fun. I've been having a great time with it. So like that stuff is relatively easy to overlook. I've just kind of been wandering around because I was hoping that we'd run into some Nemesis dudes, but I think I might have cleaned this zone out so much that we're not going to see a ton of those guys. So
So that Battle Cat wants some.
yeah, let's get out of here. Let's just go assault this fortress because that's where I'm at in this zone.
Hell yeah.
Before we do that, like the game appears to be huge, but I think this map is kind of deceptive. We'll get to that in a little bit, but
All right.
I've spent a bunch of time over here, but then they lock these zones off, so I'm basically limited to just this area that I'm in right now. But we will.
But how many hours in are you? at
This
point?
save is just under 20 hours.
Okay.
I'm a little bit further than this in my real game, but I'm just showing you that now so you can kind of get a sense of how this game is structured.
Yeah, the scale seems.
It's a little bit confusing at first because they're locking you in and out of zones as the story goes along a lot. But oh god, I totally forgot to fast travel. Sorry.
You couldn't fast travel, right? Is it?
Oh yeah, I'm still in combat. Ugh.
They sounded the alarm.
Let me use my elven super speed.
What? I don't remember that.
I liked that Hobbit cartoon. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but
Yeah.
I remember that being all right.
The Hobbit is a great book. I haven't read the Lord of the Rings books, but I'm sure they're good.
All right, are we safe? We can probably fast travel now.
What do you think about the way this game looks here on a PlayStation 4
That's
Pro?
fine. It's got some settings, or a setting, I should say. But the settings are super vague. I think it's either favor resolution or favor quality.
It's just like pants or
Yeah, basically. Like
mustard.
They're not super clear about what that means on a pro here. Oh, hey, it's dragon.
Yeah, okay, all right. I only asked because like if at first glance, the character model looked kind of not great.
That's I don't
Like
know. It's
the
all
face
right.
and texture stuff.
Yeah.
When we first started, but in motion, this looks all right.
Hey, I got a question. What's that cool flip you're doing?
That's just a move you unlock on the skill tree.
Is it called like?
It's just
Cool
a double
flip?
Yeah, basically. It's just like
Is
a
it a
double
Casper
jump.
It
flip?
looks
since it's a
weird.
ghost?
It's a double jump. like what, the legs out kind of
He
thing.
looks very graceful
Yeah.
for a moment, which goes
Kinda.
against the everything else I've seen in this game.
It's fun. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
no.
good way. It's a good way to get around.
You can be graceful when you're dead.
It's true.
So when you have a ghost inside,
You have a lot of time to practice a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be
So,
like, I got really good at these flips.
like I said, this is kind of a weird time to come in on my save because I've spent so much time like rooting around in the nemesis tree of this zone.
Yeah.
But where we're at here is sorry. There's so many menus to go through. I totally took the wrong shortcut to
0%, 11%. What are all those?
Yeah, overall,
Those are all
quest
all
lines?
different quest lines
Okay.
in different zones and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Sorry. Let's do a little more work here before we move on. Let's start this thing. I totally forgot where this save was at. So, you got war chiefs.
What up, Crimp?
Remember the first game? You got like captains down here. War chiefs are kind of like the big bad guys, and now they've got this like leader of a zone basically up here, who I can't actually like see or identify or anything until we start this this conquest. But I can pick one of these dudes. If they're blue, I've taken them over.
Okay.
If they're red, they're still bad.
Jump into the details. I want to.
Just of any of these guys. Mog,
Yeah.
check out Mog the Wrestler.
He's flammable.
Why does he have a spear? He's a wrestler. He has like 3 spears. 4. This guy has 4 spears. I don't think Jeff, is that allowed?
This is like
in the
this is
ring?
like this is like backyard wrestling though. Anything,
Yeah, no,
anything-
it's a hardcore.
yeah.
He's a hardcore wrestler.
He's also got a package of fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah.
Who do I want to? Let's see. That guy's 14. Okay, this guy's 18. It's Flog Goodfink. Let's. Okay,
My
so
man.
so I've taken over Flog Goodfink, and now I can command him. So I can send him at another guy who is still a bad guy and have him try to kill that guy.
Will he always succeed?
No, not necessarily. Like you. That's
Okay,
where.
'cause I was gonna say because the prompt just says kill.
Yeah, so you have to look at the levels and kind of get a sense. And also, if you really want to drill down, you can look at all the abilities they have, what they're weak to, and what their affinities are and stuff.
sure.
And then like really sort of hash out like, all right, this guy might be good against this guy, but like generally, if the guy is higher level, I've had him succeed so far. So yeah, he can kill other bad guys. He can go and reinforce another guy that you've taken over. Or in this case, because I killed one of the war chiefs up here, I can have him infiltrate the hierarchy
Prove his worth in the fight pits.
and have him go become a war chief. And so that makes a new nemesis mission. So they're constantly generating like random, sort of dynamic nemesis missions in this thing. Which I can get to. From,
Was that button prompt to go into the market like, hey, buy an orc for this slot?
I think that's what that was.
Man,
Yeah.
they really lay it on, don't they?
Yeah, kinda. Where's that fight pit mission? Oh wait, God, it took. I'm all over the place here. Because I got to the map from the quests menu, it took me to the map for those quests, not the map that I'm currently on. There's kind of a lot here.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the infiltration mission that it just generated. Let's. Oh, can't fast travel again.
You can't fast travel because you're kind of on fire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That run looks weird.
It's really fast.
It looks like a debug. Like, okay, we're just gonna cheat over here. Same run animation, but suddenly the
across the
world
map.
starts going faster.
I wish he ran like Naruto.
You say that about every game.
I wish I ran like Naruto, I think is the
Yeah.
crux of it. Any good overheard orc dialogue?
Yeah, tons. Like the captains, all the Nemesis guys, like the dialogue is just fan-fucking-tastic. It's so entertaining. They've all got such ridiculous, like, Cockney attitudes, you know? When we get to the next zone, you'll see a bunch of that stuff. Like I said, it's just kind of, I've cleared it out here. So this is one of my favorite things in this game,
The versus screen.
basically.
Yep.
And then, like, dude, check this out.
Oh, okay. Are you Flog Goodfink now?
I'm not anything. I'm
you're
putting
this is a fucking Pokemon fight.
I'm putting yes, I'm putting the controller down.
Let's go, Flog!
That's weird. They have to run to a place to make this happen.
Kinda, yeah, I agree that like having this be a quest on the map is a little ridiculous. But then it's just this.
Fuck him up, Flog!
And like all their strengths, well, dude, he won in like, wow, 10 seconds. Holy shit. And Flog is doing it.
Good think. Good
Jeez.
think.
They usually are a little more back and forth than that.
Always bet on anime.
I guess so.
I'm sorry. Wait. Nope. Never bet on anime.
And they bring all their abilities into this. So like sometimes they'll spawn beasts that help them out, or they can poison each other. Or just like, it's basically just watching these two like dynamically generated automatons. Like,
Yeah.
It's basically like battle bots.
Dance for your pleasure. Yeah.
And then so yeah, now that God, sorry, I'm all over the
Your
place.
man on the inside is now a war chief.
Let me do this right. Hot tip: if you hold down options, it'll take you straight to the Nemesis menu instead of making you plow through all these layers of other shit. But yeah, so yeah, now that he's won that fight, he has now become a war chief in this fortress fight. So
You'd think that if once he's become war chief, he would know who his boss is and be able to tell you.
yeah,
Here's the dude. His name's Steve.
yes.
War Chief Steve.
There actually are ways you can blow their cover. I forget exactly how that plays out. Like they warn you if you're about to do something that is going to blow the cover of a spy. They're like, "Hey, are you sure you want to do this? Because then your guy won't be undercover in the fortress anymore."
You just make sure to tell them to turn location tagging off on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, make sure not.
Put your phone inside the lead pouch.
Don't Instagram anything from inside the fortress. Sorry, I've been a little all over the place here. I forgot exactly where the save was at. There's a fucking lot to keep track of in this game.
Yeah, that's
Like you haven't even seen the half of it yet.
like I said. When they would demo this game, they would be like, "Do a fortress fight," and
Yeah.
here's all the menus leading up to it.
Like it's super awesome once you get your head around all of
yeah,
it.
but it was hard because you were jumping on like a character that was like level 15
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
with no warm up as to like I don't even remember what the abilities are.
Right.
Like, and they've added new stuff to where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, how do I teleport again? What am I even doing? Like it was seems like a very hard game to demo.
Yeah, kinda. So check this crazy shit out. So I build an assault force over a level 90 assault force
Sick.
to take on this fortress. So I just hit a slot, pick any guy that I've dominated. Let's take. Let's see, he's already in. Let's get this guy. He's level 16. So there are orc tribes now. Warmonger, Dark. Like there's Terror. This guy's a Warmonger. That guy's Terror. There's like Mystic, Marauder. There's all these, and they all have different abilities and different like attributes. And then Beastmaster and Tracker.
Is there like a higher? Is it like
Those
a
are
rock
classes.
paper scissors of like okay, Warmonger tends to beat Dark.
They don't
Psychic
spell that stuff out. But if you eyeballed all their abilities, you could probably figure that stuff out. The point is, like, there's just layers and layers and layers of different types of orcs, and the different things they can do.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's pick this dude. Like somebody will write a fact for all this stuff, and it will make sense. But like, there's just so much. Like so. This guy is a Warmonger tracker, so he's part of the Warmonger tribe, and his class is a tracker. And then there are these sub-abilities that I can put points into.
Right. Yeah.
Underneath
so
that.
this is the stuff that I think I saw before the Fortress upgrade that was like, okay, one of the guys, because you can go over and look at them too, right?
Yeah, so I can go over and check
and
out.
say like, okay, this guy hates spiders, so
Right.
I'm going to activate a
Yes.
spider upgrade.
Totally.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of awesome once you really start digging into it. It's just a lot to take in. This guy has.
How many of these fortresses are you at this point?
So that's what we're getting to. This is the first one in the game.
Oh, so this is the first
I
one.
just finished this one at home and got a little past it right before I turned the game off this morning.
Poisonous siege beasts.
Yeah, that's probably good, but like so you can look and like so
Right.
that's going to take down defending siege beasts versus this one is going to take down archers on the walls, and archers are a huge pain in the ass in this game, so I'll probably go for that. This is going to take down war chiefs, who are like the big boss orc guys, but let's do the one that takes down archers. And then as you level up, like I'm like level 20-ish right now, you can get more slots to bring even more of these guys in.
And the stuff that you're spending is just the in-game currency?
Yeah, so that's the currency where obviously I've got 9,400 up there.
Yeah.
That's the currency that you will also buy chests with. And then the gold coin is the actual real money currency. Let's see. Is there a way to see their stuff? I guess not. So yeah, I had one of the two war chief slots here, obviously, filled out with one of my own dudes. When I did this at home, I had both, so this was super easy. I just plowed this place. Because every time it would spawn a war chief in here, he would actually just start doing my bidding, right?
Right. Yeah.
As opposed to trying to defend.
Maybe it's just because all the orc faces are so dynamic and ugly and cool looking and all that, but something about your dude's face sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that in the first game, all the orcs looked so different and dynamic and cool, and every human had the same head.
My black speech is a little rusty. Actually, I don't know a single word. Language is a pain in the ass, but to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. Yeah, my kind of black.
I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the Defenders.
Define focus.
It's a pretty cool intro to a gameplay thing. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Also, then I could just do this. Hello.
Oh, shit.
That works. Stealth kill. Whoa! Oh no!
What?
No, not Nakra the Relentless.
Yes, Nakra the Relentless.
Man,
He relented.
that sucks.
Everything he said he wouldn't do.
Oh god, who's bleeding down here? Wow, so this is already harder than it was when I... Whoa, that guy's just like floating in the air.
Not as big as they say, you. Not really. Expected a man and all I got's a ghoul build. You speak language, do you? Speak blood, do you? Speak guts? If I don't reckon it, you'll be waiting while I reckon.
I didn't have subtitles on at home, and I literally could not understand what this guy said when he showed up. I mean, he is inscrutable.
All right, Ronk.
Yeah,
How's the combat?
it's fine. I mean, it's exactly. I mean, tons of stuff been added, but it plays exactly like the first game. You know, it's Batman combat.
Batman. Yeah.
All kinds of stuff you can do once you have hit streaks. You know, I've just built up a streak, so now I can do stuff like this.
That times multiplier looks really out of place.
The way it was like shaking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I get that. There's a. Whoa.
You don't stand a chance, soft skin. This fort is out of your reach.
Oh boy. All right.
Now he's on a dog.
Yep. Oh, wait, I could be on a dog too. If I do it fast enough, yeah.
Dogfight.
I've spent like next to no time using these things, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Actually, shit, I can totally revive that dude.
Jeff, you know what I said to you about dogfighting.
That it's a good time.
Oh, I got him.
No.
Oh no, sorry, that was my other friend, DMX. He said two things: dogfighting's cool, and don't pay your taxes.
Especially on dogfighting.
Yeah.
Do you have to report? He has to report those dogfighting earnings to the IRS.
Yeah.
Eat you alive.
Oh.
Everyone is just yelling at each other.
I know, it's awesome. Oh shit, Bag of Bootlick killed Ronk the Inscrutable.
Bag of Bootlick is my favorite UK grime artiste.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure all of these things mean something.
Yeah, they do.
But what the fuck is happening?
Well, like that guy died, so that guy became vengeful, right?
Yeah,
like he.
Yeah, like here, let me. I didn't want to just like stop the fight, but here. So his under his hatreds.
Oh.
Yeah. Is this the guy that just enraged?
I think so.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah. So yeah, somebody just became dazed around him, so he enraged over it. You really have to start paying attention to this stuff in this game. There's a bunch of reasons you need to know, like what their immunities are.
Someday I hope to be also immune to execution. Though I am enraged by cowards.
Like it really helps to dig into this stuff. See, like, all right, what are their class abilities? Like, what are they immune to? Like, for instance, you can't dominate orcs that are currently enraged. So, like, you don't want to do the thing that's going to enrage them if you want to add them to your army.
Right.
For example, like there are some people who will die instantly to certain attacks. So you want to look for stuff like that. Like I've spent a lot more time digging through this in this game than I ever did in the first game.
It seems like you would have to.
Yeah, you kind of want to.
With the immunities and stuff that some of these guys will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the late game, in the last game, it got pretty, like, there were dudes with immunities to almost everything except one type of weapon.
Right. Yeah.
This
So you can just push down and you can just capture this point at any time, right?
I probably should just do that.
This is like a very video gamey thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
What, just like the point capture
yes,
stuff?
I captured the flag, and now we get to move on.
Maybe I'll pick up a sword for
But it's a ghost flag.
I could use a new.
I guess that's what. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Pick your teeth later.
Yeah, I wanted to spend a little time fighting there because, like, Oh, this guy's still... Oh, wait, can I... Oh, I can't dominate this guy because he's higher level than me. I'll try, but I don't think it'll let me.
You just blow up his head.
You just need to choose the right response.
So I can't dominate him because he's higher level than me, but I can shame him to a lower level. I love the idea that you could just grab a guy by the head and be like, you fucking suck, and he drops 5 levels. Also very video game.
Yeah, and then he disappears, right?
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
You can't just like lower his level and then grab him again.
No, he didn't fully disappear. He will now be...
He escapes and lives to fight another day.
Where is he? It doesn't immediately make it obvious where he went. He's one.
There he is.
Wait,
It
which
was
one?
Mozu, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, so he was 21, he is now 16, and he's no longer war chief. So if we weren't already in the middle of taking this...
I think Mozu was there.
He was. He was a war chief, yeah. So if we weren't in the middle of this conquest, I could, in fact, I might actually, no. Can I command one of these guys?
If somebody grabbed me by the head and called me pathetic, I feel like I would also be reduced.
Yeah, so
That's good to know for later.
so now that we've cleared that spot, we could totally assign one of our guys to become a war chief.
But you're on the road to taking over the higher spot anyway.
But yes, and I'm just getting into this in my actual save, but it sounds like once you take a fortress, you have to constantly like maintain it.
Oh,
and
Can you just
defend
like
it.
send dudes to maintain it for you?
Yeah, so it's like, it sounds like it's kind of almost management
Oh
sim.
yeah, well when you take it, you appoint a leader,
Yeah.
and then that will define the look of the
So we're-
fortress.
That's exactly what I'm working up to here, and
Yeah.
I'll just fast track my way to it so you can see all that stuff. Because it's kind of awesome. Like there's some really crazy cool ideas in this game around that stuff.
Don't you normally have to fight in this spot for a while before it lets you just run in and do it?
No,
Did
because
your man Flog already?
yeah. So basically, every time you take one of those points in these fortresses, it spawns the war chief associated with it.
okay.
But since I have this guy already here,
Yeah. He just shows up and goes, "Yeah, dog."
yeah, totally. So it's kind of a neat idea because if you put the work in ahead of time to like rot out their command structure from the inside, like it makes these conquests like surprisingly easy, or at least this first one.
I'd like to throw my hat in.
I assume it'll be like mandatory later.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
His potential is nearly unlimited.
Let me just go ahead and get through the end of this, and then we'll move on to some.
What are the ghost arrows there?
Those are just your arrows.
Oh, it just replenishes your stock.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
you shoot arrows. That's how you pick up more.
Okay.
You leveled up.
I did. I feel like maybe I should skip this. There's some like kind of in-jokey stuff in here. It's a very minor reveal, but
All right.
I'm gonna skip it. There's some stuff in there some people who like the first game will laugh at. I'm not gonna spoil that reveal. But anyway, so yeah, they let you off the hook without a boss fight here on this first one.
Oh, okay.
And suffered, but still we stand. There is a new power in Mordor. You! In the days ahead, we will fight other battles and claim other fortresses. But starting today, Mordor belongs to you. Mordor belongs to the Bright Lord.
And then you get stuff.
Congrats.
A lot of stuff.
All right.
Yeah, and then you get to pick from the people that you have.
I feel like your dude who infiltrated for you, you owe it to him.
Flog.
Yeah.
He's also level 20.
So this is cool. So you can hit the button and see what the fortress is going to look like based on the tribe that the
Oh,
dude
that's
is from.
cool.
So there's that. Or if I went with the Terror Clan, it looks like this.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Let's see.
That's a neat little detail.
Yeah, it's cool. There's Warmonger. Yeah. From what I remember from the pre-release coverage, I think that has effects on the zone that you're in, but they don't spell that out here, so I'm not sure what those are yet. But I kind of just like the gilded look of this place, along with our man Flog probably deserving the spot.
He's a good Fink.
Yeah, that's true. There we go. And then he gets all gnarly looking. And then it promotes up war chiefs, I think, from my ranks. But that doesn't immediately make the entire Nemesis hierarchy in this zone friendly. There's still plenty of bad guys in there.
In Mordor.
We should upgrade our defenses before Sauron attempts to reclaim what he has lost.
And there are more fortresses to conquer. And the Palantir is back in Minas Morgul. We must choose our next move carefully.
Yeah, so the reason I rolled back to this save is specifically because of that. This is the point where the whole game opens up and they
Perhaps if you had some treasure chests to open.
I know of an
Shark
ancient-
boars. Like I said, this is almost 20 hours in on my save
Now that you have my foot,
before they
you'll
fully
eventually come
get all
under
this stuff
attack,
going.
Which you already know since you attacked it once yourself. Nicely done, by the way. The thing is, you don't always need to be on the defense. You have scouts who can sniff out enemy forts, so you can go on the attack yourself. You know what they say, the best offense is a good offense. And don't worry about running low on orcs. If you ever need new...
I'm constantly worried about running low on orcs.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he's reassuring me.
He'll sort you out.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
I forgot to fill Ranger's feeding bowl before I left. He's gonna be
Hang on. I
cranky
need to know
when
who
we
the
get
headhunter
back.
is.
I'm coming, Ranger!
So this stuff is cool. I have not even really scratched the surface of this stuff yet, but you can attack other players' fortresses
Okay.
and get stuff if you win. Apparently, like if they attack your stuff and they don't win, you get rank out of that.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's a neat idea.
Is that stuff opt-in? Can you like...
I don't know. The game's not out at the time of this recording, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, I think it probably only needs to be opt-in if you technically lose something if you are attacked and defeated.
Sure.
Which I don't think you do.
Yeah. Is that the headhunter?
That's what I want to know. I don't remember. I think they tell you what this guy's name is when you first come here early in the game. Anyway, I don't have any chests currently. You get a few chests here and there from doing in-game challenge stuff.
What are the different... So
I guess we should probably buy a chest.
Is it the silver ones you get with the in-game currency,
Yes. Yeah,
gold ones you get with real money?
The white coin symbol is the stuff you can earn pretty easily just by playing the
And
game.
then also XP boost, and what's the other boost?
What are the blue
down here?
ones?
That's an XP boost. That is a Spoils of War boost. Not been necessary.
Timed boosts.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, what was that, Ben?
What's the blue chests?
I think they might just
Mithril.
be Mithril. Yeah, it's just a rank.
Okay.
Yeah. So these chests you can only get. That is the paid currency, but it's starting to look like there are ways to get a little bit of that just by playing, but maybe not a lot. So what am I going to get here? I'm going to get orc followers. I think I might want orcs more than I want like actual character gear at this point.
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing legendary orcs are the hottest.
Yeah, so it's
currency in
sounding
the game.
like there's like late game stuff where legendary orcs are crucial, and you can't necessarily get a lot of those
Without
easily.
engaging with this system.
Like I'm just gonna pop back in here real quick and show you. Like I've got like so legendary is basically the best type of gear, and like look, I've got like 3 different sets of legendary armor already. Like the gear is not a problem at all. Like that stuff is everywhere. Like I'm getting epic and rare gear like every 5 minutes in this game. It's totally not a big deal. Also, this stuff is cool. Like there are little challenges on each piece of rare gear
Oh, cool.
that you unlock, and then you get some extra
And is
perks.
that grayed out thing is what your bonus would be?
And then these legendary ones, as you level up your character, you can unlock even more stuff, and there are set bonuses. Like it's super elaborate and like really satisfying. Point being, like, don't buy chests to get character loot. Like it's everywhere. But the orc stuff, it sounds like that might be more of an issue, according to people that have finished the game. So I'm gonna buy an orc chest, not a gear chest. So all right, I get 2 orc followers, at least 1 epic. Okay.
I'm surprised that the dress code.
Straight up checkout screen here. All right.
I'm surprised that his work's dress code allows for facial piercings like that.
Yeah.
You usually can't get away with that in retail.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Now I wonder what, I mean, I guess these are just straight up consumed as well with this save. Like if you started a new save, it's not like you're gonna...
That's a good question, actually, because I'm not going to use this save at home. I've got mine saved that's a little further than this, and I wonder if this gets synced online and then I just lose this currency and don't get the chest.
Or maybe, I mean,
maybe I just
is your
get these
currency
guys
attached to the save?
Maybe I will get these guys on my other save at home. I don't know.
What'd you get?
I got an epic Tuka the Scholar. Sure. Why not? And this guy is just a regular dude.
That
Thunder
sucks.
bowels. Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
That they would be like at least guaranteed to be rare or something. I don't know.
Well, one of those guys was rare.
Right.
Or epic or whatever the terminology is. I think it goes rare, epic, legendary. And then yeah, I've just got those dudes actually. Sorry, I've got a few others I can show you.
You can just buy some more chests.
From one other chest that I opened earlier. Yeah, so like here is an actual legendary guy that I have.
Okay.
Here are some epic dudes.
It looks like Macklemore.
Hanging out. Yeah, I'm not deep enough into the game to really start assigning these guys out yet.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what is it? Do they just have better stats, or like
I
do
think
the
so,
epic
yeah.
or legendary guys?
They have extra abilities.
Okay.
And like stronger versions of abilities and stuff like
Alright.
that. And then, God, where do they put? There's so much fucking stuff in this game. Where do they put the weekly? Oh, I'm sorry, that's under quests, not guide. The in-game legendary gear quests or challenges are under guide, but the weekly currency challenges are under quests. So, I'm sorry. I have to do one more quest here real fast before they unlock that stuff. My bad. I did all this morning, and it was just a gigantic info dump of all the online features and like everything.
Like, this is exhausting. Like this looks cool, and
It rolls
and
out.
The systems are neat, but
yeah,
like
it does. It does
my head
roll
is
out.
spinning.
Yes, you're right. It is a little bit convoluted. It does roll out a little more smoothly when you've been spending a lot of time with the game.
Yeah.
You've spent less than half of. I mean, I know you're showing off a lot of stuff, but you
Yeah.
spent less than half of this quick look playing.
Yeah, I know. I apologize, but like
No, it's not a knock against you.
Yeah.
It's a knock against.
like you spend a lot of time in menus in this game, either going through gear, upgrading gear, going through orc followers, like assigning out tasks in the Nemesis. Like it's all over the place.
I just don't think that kind of. I don't think that's for me.
But the game itself is super fun. Like the combat sandbox is like more diverse than it was in the first game.
The fight pits. You know,
Just running into captains, like all the Nemesis stuff is better than it was in the first game. Like all that stuff is still there.
recommend enough. But the fight pits are where you can test your followers. See what happens when they have a go at
Also, I think this is really weird. This is basically where they're tutorializing the fight pit.
Yeah.
Even though at this point in my save, I've done this like 4 times.
Weird.
Snuffs
Yeah.
it. Well, the one who done him in has what it takes, so there's a potential new recruit. And however it shakes out, your boys will love watching the show. Nothing boosts morale up like bodies going down.
And then they show you this again.
Oh. Seems weird that there is a timer.
That guy's got to close the gap, really, and
Yeah, I want to see more footsies
no.
coming
Yeah.
out from Spear Guy.
Oh no! I think this is the first time one of my followers is going to lose.
Like what?
Never mind.
Like I'm sure the moment this starts, it's predestined who's gonna win. So why is there a timer?
Oh, that guy was level 6.
right.
I've seen it come down to under a minute. I've seen it, be like 45 seconds left or something.
Wasn't that a good time? Grog was drunk, laughs were had, blood was shed, and Grog was drunk. Ah, there's no fight like a pit fight.
All right, and I got a rare ring out of it.
What about a final fight?
What about Pit Fighter?
So yeah, at this point there are tiered pit fights in each zone, and you can apparently get more fortress upgrades for doing all of those.
Yeah, of course there are 6 things you can
All
do
right,
with
this is
one
basically
thing.
why I started where we did, so you can see this stuff. Like this is to kind of give you a sense of how this game is actually structured.
Is that Mordor? No.
I think it's all Mordor. It is all Mordor. So yeah, basically, like up until this point in the story, I have only been able to operate in like the fortress area that the story told me.
Yeah.
But at this point, they're just like, hey, here's like 6 fortresses, go nuts.
Right.
So I think the loop at this point is basically like, all right, I hold this territory now, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. Kind of, like defend and move guys around as necessary, but also spend all my time in these other zones.
Kind of carving out a path, like
Yeah.
a foothold there.
Taking over
too.
territory by territory, like zone by zone. Mm-hmm. What do we got here?
That sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm super excited to like spend the weekend just like, taking over territory after territory. This looks like a snowy place. You want to go check this out?
Sure.
Let's go here. So I haven't seen any of this. This is as far as I've gotten at home. And just so you don't think this game is all menus, like I spent probably 5 or 6 hours in the prologue area just doing Nemesis stuff. Like I could not stop. It's so much fun. Like running into a guy and he gets away and he levels up off of that, and then you see him later.
Right, yeah.
You've encountered guys multiple times.
And it seems like they've built that stuff in a way that's like...
It's incredibly
it's more guaranteed that players... Like, one of my... Like, I think it's a somewhat valid criticism, but also I think the way people put it forward always comes across really shitty, where they're like, I never engage with the Nemesis system because I never die.
That's crazy.
Game's so easy.
That's really dumb.
It's like, all right, great.
The game's not easy. I'm playing on normal, and like you'll die plenty.
Yeah.
Like they engineer it that way.
Right.
There are guys who can just beat the shit out of you.
But also, it seems like, with you kind of taking over orcs and putting them into the hierarchies and all that other stuff, like there's so many different facets to the system that that criticism is probably blunted quite a bit. Why'd that guy teleport over there?
I can stab a guy, and my wraith can stab a guy.
Oh, okay. Double. All right, got it.
Double stealth kills.
Yeah. Cooperating with yourself.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here?
That's quite a fort.
That looks
Take
really
their
cool.
fort and their treasures.
All right, taking over this place, I guess. Oops. So, kind of the downside of the way they've kind of compartmentalized all these fortresses is it seems like each individual area is not that big.
And can you run from one area to the next?
No.
Okay, so this is like
the way I just fast traveled
Right.
is how you get around. Like that's why I say this map is a little misleading, because like you see the size of these territories.
Right, you can't run across this without loading. It's not one big open world.
This is absolutely not an open world.
It.
You basically port from like, I just
One
fast
zone
traveled
to
up
the
here.
next.
Like I will
Yep.
go down here and I will literally hit X and fast travel down here.
Got it.
So yeah, these individual maps, from what I've seen so far, are really pretty small by open world standards from the looks of things, and that is kind of a bummer to me because there's not much exploration. Like, you kind of just set waypoints and then run to stuff, or fast travel to it. Like, there's not much exploration.
That's video games.
Yeah, but it's like, it's abstracted to like a really high degree here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, there's a whole bunch of Nemesis dudes down here. Let's just go. Oops.
Something just moved over there. Did you hear that? Quick, to the beach!
Like the idea of you stealthily crawling up to a guy who's staring at you with your knife out, like, hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy.
Oh, this is a bad place to be. This very quickly got ugly. Oh hey, these guys are the same clan as I just used to take over that other place.
Well, you should kill them all.
That's cool. Got ourselves a vendetta here. You can just track the dudes down if you want. I think that's what this is. Oh, this is a straight up war chief.
I do want to see. You have a skill point. I do want to see.
Okay.
But there's so many menus.
Dude, there's so much in this game, and it's fine. It is. I don't want it to seem like this game is unplayably
Like it
convoluted.
ramps you into
Yes.
it in a way that
Yes,
that
they introduce this
explains
stuff
it.
smoothly.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm like 20 hours in. I've been farting around with Nemesis stuff constantly. Like I basically have been ignoring the story and just doing a ton of Nemesis stuff.
So it looks like you got combat, stealth,
yeah.
ranged.
It's all just built on the stuff from the first game. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you played that, it's all the same stuff, just a lot more of it.
Sure.
I've put 100% of my points into the base abilities so far because I want to be able to just do everything.
What are the story at the bottom?
This stuff that just unlocks
The yellow
at
ones?
its specific points
Yeah.
in the story.
These are things that, like, find all of this type of collectible and you'll
I
get this
see.
ability. I think I've gotten all the like straight up story based ones at this point. I think they're all collectible based at this point. I know there's one where you got to do some quests. But I wanted to get all these base abilities because each one of these is a modifier for that ability. but you can only have one active at a time. So, what should I get? How about... You know, it's real basic stuff. It's like changing how you're accruing hit streak and stuff like that in a lot of cases. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. They haven't added a ton, if you remember all the stuff you could do in the first game.
I remember it in very broad strokes.
Yeah.
But
you know, you build up meter as you're fighting guys and getting hit streaks without getting losing your combo, and then turning that into executions or crowd control moves or whatever. Sorry, this is my first time in this zone. I'm just trying to figure out where some stuff is. Just run around and look for stuff. And they really do seem like kind of not remotely aware of what's going on.
yeah.
Come here, you.
That's the right!
Let's see what's up with this guy. All right.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for your help.
You should get that handprint looked at.
Shh. I'm hoping we'll just like run into some people. Because that's how it's been for me.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hey, you. Oh, he hasn't seen me yet. Nope. These guys don't speak English. Let's see what this guy can do.
He's flammable.
Damage by fire, ranged attacks, executions, enraged by rival. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, that's the first rival situation I've seen. They have a thing, they have a blood brother concept where two guys are linked.
Yeah.
And if you kill one of them, the other one will like track you down.
That's cool.
And be super pissed off about it. But I haven't seen a situation where two of them hate each other before. Nope. Nope.
More come for you!
Nope. To your head.
Oh, come on!
Oh no.
Uruk's always hungry.
Well,
Yeah, this is what I was looking for. I've had fights where like 3 or 4 of these guys show up at the same time, and it just gets completely insane.
did you make it out alive?
In a lot of cases, I mean, it's not hard to get away.
Okay.
You're just kind of you're giving up on whatever progress you might have gotten.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably worth mentioning the named guys, the captains and up, are the only guys that drop loot in this game, and the only guys that give XP.
Oh. So fodder enemies like literally give you nothing. They just get in your way.
Get out of the way! I want the fucking... Oh, you dicks. This is not gonna happen.
How dare they?
Got it!
That one guy doesn't like being on fire, so this is good for you.
Shit. Oh, I need to find a rat.
He's dazed. Your big guy is dazed.
I need to eat a rat. Are there any rats? You can drain health from orcs, but they might kill you while you're doing it.
Seems fair.
Yeah, rats are a lot faster and easier to get health from, but I don't see any.
I've been saying the same for
there's a
years,
guy.
but
Yeah.
society
Give me
is
your
not.
health. Oh no, this guy is a worm, so I can't drain health from him. I have to drain his knowledge. Fine. Let's see what's up with this guy.
This guy's terrible.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I think maybe now I can drain him for health. Yeah. See, it takes a long time to get health out of an orc. Oh, that troll is broken, but he's higher level than me, so I can't.
Well, you can humiliate him, right?
I can.
I mean, you could kill him too, right?
Oh! Oh! Damn it. This is gonna be really hard with all these other guys around.
Oh, that's all right.
So that's an ability. That's a class ability. Like you really start to get a sense for who can do what if you really start to study that stuff. Oh boy, God, fucking the beasts and everything here. This is not easy. Nope, not you. Uh-oh. Okay, this guy doesn't like Caragors.
I hate Caragors. They're the worst. Let's fight harder.
I'm probably gonna die here.
He wrote a 4,000-word forum post about how much he hates Caragors.
Yeah.
Oh, I really gotta get that troll out of the picture. Oh, it's never gonna happen with all these other guys on top of me.
Oh.
Yep. Ow.
Oh, do they still shit talk you if they kill you?
Absolutely. That's the best part
wanna
of the
see
game. It's the best part of the game. I have been saving clips on my PS4 at home constantly.
Brad, I kind of want to see him kill you.
So entertaining. Actually, you know what is better than letting a named guy kill me? Is letting a random ass orc kill me and having him become a named guy.
Yeah.
If I can make that happen, I really want to make that happen. Because that happened to me in the starting zone. Oh, there's a rat. Got it. Oh, maybe I didn't get it. All right, if I can make it so one of these random dudes gets me. And not here. Kill me.
They're like, we don't know what to do now that it's
this is not brain surgery.
Hey. I'm so mad. I think you've discovered a secret about this game.
They'll totally do it. It's just
Well, they got the named guys there doing damage. Like maybe that.
yeah, that might have something to do with it. What happens if this guy gets me? I'm just gonna let it go and see what happens. Oh, I hope it works because a Caragor technically killed me.
A ranger that will surely earn me a rank.
Oh, that one was not particularly amusing. I almost want to make like a supercut of all of the best like captain introductions that I've seen, because there are some really just like hilarious and ridiculous ones.
I want to give you kudos for being a job creator in Mordor. Check out this sick armor.
You know, then they get a title and then they enter the tree.
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
yeah, like that happened with a random dude in the first zone who then kept popping up over and over and over in different quests that I was doing. Like that system is still one of the coolest things in this type of action game that I've ever seen. Ooh. And yeah, like when you're in a fresh zone like this, where you know you've got. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong thing because I'm not paying attention. Just back out and do the shortcut. Yeah, when you're a fresh zone like this, you were just running into these guys constantly. Like it's incredibly fun. What is this guy doing? It's kind of easier to go to the map to see this, but yeah, these guys are on randomly generated Nemesis missions all the time. So like, this guy who I have identified is about to raid the camp of this other guy who I haven't. So I can go there and actually, I could just do that. Like you can go intervene in these missions and like, kind of decide how it goes, right? Just through your actions.
Right.
Like I've done some of these missions before where it's like, oh, these guys are fighting. Like, hell, like, intervene if you want and influence the outcome. And like, I took 3 steps after it started the mission, and then it ended because one of them was so strong he just killed the other guy immediately.
Yeah, I feel like the first game when you'd have situations like that too, right?
And like in the moment it feels kind of crappy. It's like, oh, I didn't even get to do anything, and this just ended. But like, the idea that it's that systems driven, you know?
Yeah. Like it feels like a world.
Yeah, that it's that dynamic that one of these guys is just such a badass that he was able to end this mission before you could do anything about it. It actually ends up being like really exciting.
And it seems like there's no shortage of things to do in this game.
Yeah, and like it's a hard thing to bottle up and show you, you know, because I never know exactly what's going to happen. Like you just kind of have to take my word for it that there have been moments in this game that were like, they feel dynamic and alive and interesting in a way that most games like this just don't, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go get it in this mission real fast and see what happens. What's up with this guy? You okay, buddy? Just gonna look at his butt and divine the identity of one of these guys.
I think they need to update the CBSI training again. I think there's something wrong with divining info from someone's butt in a workplace, but
I'll connect you with our HRBP after this recording.
human rights been packed?
Yeah. Human rights business partner.
Right. Let's see what happens.
How does this all fit in with the main story?
You lot looking to bust heads?
Okay.
This is the crew for you.
Look at those idiots. They've no idea what's coming.
My money's on Hoorah.
Take a good
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh no! See what I mean?
gonna be rubbing your guts
Huh. This stuff just happens all the time.
after you're dead.
I changed my mind.
You think it's gonna be Hoglik?
Yeah. He's epic.
He is epic. So you can kind of game it a little bit because when you die to an orc, it spawns a vendetta mission, which increases the quality of the gear you get from killing him. So if you see an epic guy like that, like I've been running up to those guys and just letting them kill me, so it'll spawn like an epic vendetta mission, and then I get even better gear out of them. It's kind of a weird system.
Yeah.
If only you could like pay a couple dollars and cut out the middleman.
Get it yourself.
Yeah.
All right, who we got here? Who's doing? I don't even know what's going on here. I'm just kind of letting it happen.
I like those chains.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoglik, dude, that's a level 25. I don't know about this. Oh, he's trying to get away.
I'll kill you next time, you filth!
I don't think so.
Yeah, you filth.
Oh, that's a bummer. Because I have ways to root them in place so they can't get away, but I guess that just considered that a defeat.
Well, congratulations. You stood there and got a skill point and some XP.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't know if you remember from the first game, they had the concept of time advancing.
Yeah.
Like all these missions are on timers.
Like
and-
whenever you died.
Yeah, anytime you die or what you finish one of these missions, it pushes everything forward a unit.
Yummy!
Whoa.
I take my time.
God, where'd this guy come from?
Enjoy.
That's the guy that you broke earlier,
Is he?
I think.
No,
Whoa.
that guy speaks
Good
English.
God, man. Some of these guys are just so weird and creepy. Like, I've seen a couple of them that like sort of thrust their hips at you. I've seen one guy that sings. Like, just a bunch of weird shit. It's fun.
Hey, hello!
Dude.
Now, why would a Gondorian come here and try to murder?
That's Kumail.
That's totally yeah, it's totally him, isn't it?
You have a problem with one orc, maybe 100, but all of us? Maybe the problem is with you.
You're scaring him!
Oh my
not
God.
Killing him!
That's for like 5 different guys here.
Why did his voice sound like it was recorded in a garage on a phone?
The fuck did that come from?
Like, was he busy? Did they go to him?
Okay.
So what's your ideal situation here?
I don't know. Like your crowd control options are a little limited in this game. If I could break that growl, which is the big thing, I have the skill to ride that guy, and then I could just fuck all these guys up. But I don't know that. Wait, actually, let's see. You just kind of have to do a lot of damage to it. Oh no! Does he have weak points? Yeah, like damaging this guy enough to ride him is probably. Oh, he's poisoned.
I love that dude just tumbling at you in slow motion.
Might actually happen. I don't even know where I am.
Just stay alive.
Well, I have to keep hurting that guy to.
You know, I'm a big fan of Kumail Nanjiani. Not my ideal orc voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Are we definitely 100% sure that's him? It sure sounded like.
I'm
I'm going to say,
95.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Mass Effect Andromeda. There's.
Yeah. Oh no.
He's a gamer.
It's true. If I could just. I'm not sure how much damage it takes to be able to ride this guy.
You might win, but it's doubtful.
You know, I do have a skill point. See if I can get a better.
Put it into victory.
Put it,
Put it into hurting big guys.
I put it into Growl Grider here. What can I do? Basic attacks.
Graug.
That's not. Well, sure. Why not? Assuming I'm even ever able actually to mount this guy. Stuck. And he is barely taking any damage.
It's a large thing. It's big.
Yeah, it takes at least 6 arrows to stagger me, so you're gonna need a lot more for that guy.
That's fair. I don't know if I can do this.
It seems like a good vantage. Oh, there's a dog.
Yeah, I could try to ride that guy. Oh man, now the captains are getting up here too. Like, this is why I play this game, just madness like this.
It's,
you know?
it's
just
very silly.
Guys showing up left and right, saying
got no arrows
Oh
left.
god, you're right. Just like banging this guy with my sword enough to get something done.
There also are some arrows right there.
That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Totally hurt him.
It's really strange. Yeah, it's just like all these like guttural, just very noises, and then you just hear him mouthing off in the background of it all.
He's calling you a coward.
Yeah. Also, I'm about to die.
Something a coward would say.
Nope!
Stab him.
I never got any arrows. Should have. Oh, there's a trap.
I am still enraged by these cowards.
Break! I want to ride you. Can I just like hit him from here?
Yeah. Oh.
I can't reach. This is too much going on.
I think I'll kill you now.
I'm stuck.
I'm really rooting for you.
I know,
wanna
I
see
really
right
want
now.
this now.
You need to drain this meter on this guy for him to break,
well, that's
because
just
you're
his
not.
health. That's his health.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you just have to damage him enough. Like, I already broke one of these Karagors. Actually, that might help if I could get on that guy. I'm stuck on this rock.
Very unlikely you'll win. You might win.
Oh, there he is. On there. I'm trying to get on. There's so much going on.
You got on,
you're on
fire.
Yeah, this is not going well. This is also like not an ideal space to be fighting this much stuff. Well, to be fair, if I were to run,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
oh, give me that rat. Is that the broken one? I see the green somewhere.
Are you out
you
of
got a dazed guy
Still got
back
a
there.
couple arrows.
Is he getting his health back? That meter doesn't look like
Oh
it's
god,
drained at all.
he might be. This is only like the second or third one of these guys I've fought. Oh, so one of these guys drops a banner, which is like summoning extra guys or making them stronger. We might have to go.
Yeah.
Try to regroup here. See if these guys will follow me down here.
What did that guy do?
Got in my way.
Okay, all right.
Let's see. Where are all these guys? Trying to see which cliff they were on. Oh, they may not follow me down here. Is that them? Is that mess up there? Oh god.
There's your friend.
That guy came.
I want you to ride that man.
Yeah, but if all those captains and stuff aren't around for me to wail on, it's not as much fun. Also, he just totally stomped me to death. I think I might just be dead now. Yeah, they're not gonna give me another chance. If that happens enough times, you just die.
Spot of luck. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Just a roll of the dice. Simple, uncaring, fair. Just doesn't feel that way to you.
That was my limit for eye zooms, I think. I think they just hit it where I'm like, yeah, okay, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, for sure.
Oh, you got a toupee.
Oh, he's the gambler. Anyway, I'm really excited this game has finally opened up and that all these fortresses are around to dig into.
Yeah.
And like command these guys around and like pit them against each other and upgrade them, and like I want to get into the management sim aspect of this game and see how that stuff is.
Hopefully the other stuff will kind of be kept at bay a little bit. It sounds like it hasn't been too big of a deal for you so far.
I've been trying to avoid reading actual reviews, but I've definitely seen reviewers on Twitter kind of sniping back and forth at each other between people who think the loot boxes are a big deal and people who don't.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely both types of those people out there.
Not since Too Human. Have people been so divided?
I mean, it's not, not that much beef, but But yeah, like it's been the dynamic Nemesis stuff has been super fun. The Fortress stuff seems like it's also going to be really cool. Story, story missions also not great. But like what this game does well, there's really not anything else out there that's exactly like it.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'm excited to play a lot more of it.
All right.
Sorry, this was a bit rambling. There's just so much going on in this game.
I get it. Having played chunks from the middle of this game.
Yeah.
Like it's
like there are so many systems. There are so many like progression meters and challenge systems, and like it's seemingly endless. But like it's fine once you get your head around all of it. It's actually really cool.
Cool.
And I'm looking forward to playing more.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah.
I liked that first game a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks.